A small, portable e-bike with foldable frame, lightweight construction and almost invisible motor to help you quickly cross the city where you are. Is it any good? Let's inspect. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Michael my name. On the channel we inspect a lot of cool and interesting tech. And this is the weirdest, maybe the smallest electric bike I have ever tried. And because I'm a tall person, around 188 centimeters, throughout this episode you're going to most often see my son, who is around 150. And I believe for this scale, he's a better fit. So that's A1F, a model by DYU, weird-sounding name for a company. So this bike exists since 3 or 4 years and has gone through a few transformations over the years. So here we have the latest 2023 edition with all the upgraded parts. And the point of this video to unbox it, to set it up, and to put it under some serious testing so that you can find out whether that's the right fit for you. The point of A1F is quite clear: to be a better alternative to the mainstream city scooters, providing greater comfort and ability to keep on moving even if the battery is empty. Such small e-bikes are not uncommon. Fido, Engwe and many other companies offer such at fairly good pricing. A1F at the moment of making the video costs $599, which is about the price of a regular city electric scooter. Unpacking and setting up is easy, you won't need any special skills. Luckily the box is not that heavy, but still some attention is needed. It's been a while since I had the chance to easily pull up an e-bike from its original box. There is some folio as protection, get rid of these layers, as well as the cable ties which hold some of the parts together. The foldable construction makes the bike very transportation friendly, and the only parts that you should mount are the handlebar, apparently adjustable in terms of height, and the pedals, which are also foldable. The regular maintenance tasks associated with most regular bikes count here as well. Checking the tire pressure, making sure that all the joints are well tightened, lubricating the chain from time to time, and of course, charging the battery is needed as well. I really would think of the A1F bike as an advanced electric scooter with a saddle and the option to pedal. Because, just notice the specs: 250 watt motor, maximum assistance speed is up to 25 km per hour, there's a 7.5 ampere-hour battery which should support you while riding for up to 60 km, 16-inch tires, headlight, tail light, dual disc brakes, cruise control option, maximum payload is up to 75 kilograms, it has foldable design and weight is around 21 kilograms. It feels like DYU have decided to convert an electric scooter into the shape of a portable, even foldable electric bike, and I think more or less they managed to do it. There is a 250 watt motor inside the rear wheel, and while the wattage is compliant with most EU countries' regulations, we should forget that there is acceleration lever, and it's not quite alright for some countries. I don't know whether there's going to be a special custom EU-made version, but could be a good idea, actually. In terms of components, through the years there have been a few revisions. As mentioned, this is the 2023 edition, and going back in time, online I've seen modifications with V-brakes. Now, of course, obviously we rely on quite cheap disc brakes, but they're, I would say, quite okay. In terms of construction, obviously it can handle my weight, which is pretty good. I'm close to 90 kilograms, and according to the specs, the maximum payload should be no more than 75 kilograms. As for the rest of the parts, you're going to notice that really a lot of these decisions made for the bike are in direction being really affordable. Luckily, the motor doesn't suffer too much in terms of power, and city riding is just about right. Pedal assistance is virtually not present, although there seems to be something like a cadence sensor. The available electronics is very basic, and the best that you can do is to control the acceleration via the lever, which can be both very simple but also sometimes challenging. Simple, since all that you have to do is to slightly twist and enjoy the acceleration. Free ride is possible, no need to pedal at all, and according to DYU, this mode can bring you as far as 30 kilometers away from your starting point. In my case, it's been rather half of this distance. It could be challenging because when you walk next to the scooter, you can accidentally trigger the acceleration, and you can imagine how dangerous this could be while you need to safely cross the street. Best practice: always switch off the electricity if you're not on the bike. Since the motor is not too powerful, the range is rather good. I mean, based on the size of this e-bike, you wouldn't expect too much. So the close to 25 kilometers that I managed to do with pedaling was fine, but it is a stressful experience for your body, especially if you're a tall person like me. Recharging time is around 4 hours, and honestly, I can't see a way for the range to get anywhere near the promised 60 kilometers as a maximum. The 16-inch wheels feel a bit small, probably because the tires are not fat as it is trendy lately. Comfort is alright as long as you avoid off-road conditions and paved roads. Maintain good tire pressure in order to avoid punctures. There are fenders, so the bike will serve you well even if it's rainy. Although, be careful as the waterproof rating is just IP54. No suspension, no gears. This bike is made to be simple. There's a secondary saddle on the rack. If you feel that it can carry 2 people, well, theoretically it could, but not comfortable at all. Kudos to the frame for handling 130 kilograms payload. Folding is very easy. You can detach the riser or bend it, and the bike snaps in two. Hopefully this mechanism is durable enough. I've explicitly googled for broken DYU frames and found nothing disturbing. If you've ever had issues with your bike, feel free to report in the comment section below. There's only one interesting accessory with the A1F. An alarm, which is even pre-installed, feels like a separate component to the original electronics, but it works fine. Enable it, and you're going to hear the alarm as soon as someone tries to move the bike. It's indeed handy, and if you park it somewhere among multiple other bikes, it's very easy to find it. This time, the list with the drawbacks might turn out to be slightly longer than usual, because the electronics here is too basic. No controls over pedal assistance, no real-time speedometer, no odometer, no easy way to disable the throttle, basic waterproof rating, rather heavy for its scale, and the lack of a smartphone app. Yes, a bunch of drawbacks apparently, and I'm highlighting all of that based on the current state of the market in the early months of 2023. But we shouldn't forget that among the main goals of the A1F model, to be highly portable, to be foldable, mostly designed for short urban commutes and not too heavyweight, I believe within those 4, it's a pretty good match, especially if you can find it at a good discounted price. And even as a secondary e-bike, that could be terrific. Just ditch it in the car's trunk and rely on this as soon as you want to avoid traffic jams downtime, or probably you can use it as a secondary bike for your kid in case you go somewhere and you believe that's gonna be necessary. Well, that's been everything about A1F by DYU, the very weird sounding name for this company, and I hope I've covered everything important. In case you have some follow-up questions, comments are down below the video. And as usual, more information about the bike itself, link to order it, and some ways to support our work on the channel you're gonna find in the video description area, and you can start by subscribing to the channel. My name is Michael, it's been a pleasure to prepare all of that for you, and hopefully you got all the answers you're looking for. Ride safely, enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.